実はですね、ミティキュラスさん、ニュープロダクトアワードを取りました。イエーイで、ミティキュラスからマットさんに来ていただいていて、機械のこと、詳細、抽出の仕方とか、そういったものはまた後日、僕たちの方で、動画撮る予定なんですけれども、今日はどちらかというと、ミティキュラスのブランドのことであったりとか、ちょっと今回のSCAJの感想っていうのをちょっと聞きたいというふうに思っています。So Matt,
yes,
yep. Thank you so much for coming and brewing for us. Really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the show.
It was great.
Yeah,
I love the team working with our second year consecutively, showing at SCAJ. Really honored to be here. Want to send all the love from our team in Puebla and around the world, our teammates, for having us here with you. So it means a lot, and we're really excited about the future of working with Kurasu. So
yeah, we're really excited as well. So, like you said, this was your second time here in SCAJ. Any sort of differences that you saw? Anything, surprising? How was the show for you overall?
The show was great. I mean, we always love coming to Japan, Tokyo specifically. I think this trip was extra special. We got to spend a few days in Kyoto before the show, do some training with the team, see the city, and get a little bit more feel for what the Kurasu brand is about. I think SCAJ still remains one of the top shows in Asia year after year. I don't know if anything really surprised me. We definitely had more questions about the release of the product. We pre-ordered this show, which was amazing, being able to take orders of the machine. And luckily, the 4 machines that we had here performed really well. So no real hiccups, and we're excited to get into production.
Yeah. Awesome. So could you just help us answer some of the questions that you had, like you said, like you mentioned, about in terms of production, or any other questions, like frequently asked questions that people had about the machine?
Yeah, we're working really hard to bring this to market. Fortunately, we've started mass production, and our first 50 machines should be done any day now. We'll take those first 50, beta test them, kind of run them through the paces. I'll receive some machines to share with some reseller partners as well to test internally, and then we'll make a decision on just seeing where the hardware and the software is. We still have a little bit of work to do with the software, but the hardware on the machine, as is, has been performing great. So I feel really confident about where we're at. Still will take some time, but our monthly updates, our live timeline online, we really want to put those out there so our backers, our resellers, any of our customers can follow along with us along the journey. So Q1, Q2, I hope we're ready to ramp up production in that time period and use the rest of this year to kind of make sure we're releasing a really high quality product. Yeah.
And I guess for you and for Meticulous, got the new product award, which is amazing. Congratulations.
Incredible. Yeah.
Anything like particular for the Japanese market that you or your team are excited about in terms of Meticulous?
Yeah, I mean, I think this machine is really no worries. This machine's really versatile. So we obviously designed it for home use, but I do see a lot of applications in the Japanese market for semi-commercial, for trade shows, for pop-ups, because it's so portable and so flexible and really easy to use. So I think Japan, we're going to have our core group of enthusiasts that are really into the product and the software, but I think working with you, we're going to have a whole nother audience that once they discover that this exists and the price point, I think they're going to be able to use it on their day-to-day as well. So
yeah, awesome. And besides that, the production of this machine, what other things can sort of people expect from Meticulous in the future? What can people be excited about?
I hope a lot. I think we have plans for some other products as well, but I think right now we're really focused on getting this first one right. But we do have some plans for some exciting things down the road that obviously you're going to hear about first with Kurasu. So can't say too much more right now.
Yeah, so we're super excited about that. Thank you so much for, again, coming down and then brewing for us and showcasing the machine. Really hope you enjoyed Japan. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Bye.
Woo!
今はですね、バリアの代表のラムジーと一緒に、新しいバリアの商品っていうのをちょっと紹介していきたいというふうに思っています。 で、BS6 とかそういう目玉の商品とかっていうのは当たり前のことなんですけども、その他、今回バリアの独自のブースで、たくさんこれから発売していく予定の商品っていうのも今回持ってきていただいたので、ちょっと一つずつ、どういった商品があるのかっていうのを説明していただこうというふうに思っています。So Ramsey, can you I guess start with the scales?
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me, Yozo. Okay, so the Aku Pro is a new model coming to Japan. This is an update to our base model of the Aku. This scale has a 3 kilo capacity, but it will weigh to 0.05 gram of accuracy, so extremely precise. It's also IPX6 waterproof, so another level up from the base model. But this scale has some new special functionalities we've developed for use with espresso as well as pour over, including also a new 64-bit screen. And this is a new addition that we're able to actually change the colors of each element on the screen also. So depending on how you want the layout or the appearance, it can change. So I can talk you through some of the functionalities though. So much like the normal Aku, we have the manual time and the manual tear mode. Okay. We also on this new model have a flow rate, which is live always, depending on if you're on espresso or pour over, it's activated. You can turn that off. We also have the auto tear manual time mode, just like the normal Aku as well. We have the auto tear only, no time. That's if your machine has a shot timer or you use another timer. The auto tear, auto time. So all 4 modes from Aku carry over. And then we also have a new mode called Aku Spro. So within Spro, you're able to enter into the settings and change your dose weight. Okay, so if you're using an on-demand dose, you can change the dose in the setting, and then you're able to register that in, place the vessel, and it will give you a yield ratio. So that's really great for brewing on the drip trays or also pour over. We have the same mode, but it's manual calculation of the dose, so you can use it for pour over as well. So some new modes that aren't telling you how to brew, but they're just giving you more information, which we think is important. Okay, so that's the Pro. And then we have the Mini. So Mini is effectively the normal Aku, but as small as we could make it, without being too small. The object was to be able to fit 2 demi-tasses or 2 espresso cups on the scale, but by making it as thin as possible. So it's 13 millimeter in thickness and extremely waterproof. This one is 0.01 gram, so very, very precise. Even the air conditioning at the show is giving effect on the load cell. So the same modes apply, except the last one for pour over, because it's too small for pour over. Okay. So yeah, ultra compact, very portable, very precise, and waterproof.
Yeah, awesome. And then filters.
Yes, so paper filters are coming as well. We've been working with a new partner in China who's importing Japanese pulp. We're processing that under FDA compliance to produce our new papers, and we're doing 2 different thicknesses. So we're doing a 50 GSM, what we call slow thickness, and a fast 20 GSM. So giving you again another variable to flow along with the flow screen. So we can use the fast screen with a slow paper, or vice versa, a fast paper with a slow screen. These are tasting great. We looked for the pulp that had absolutely no residual aroma or flavor within the pulp, and we're very, very pleased with that. So looking forward to those too.
Yeah, awesome. In terms of the filter, are we allowed to, can we use it on other flat bottom drips like Litas, April, Varia?
So we obviously we wanted to develop the paper specific for flow, but the base diameters of the drippers are fairly similar. So yeah, it's no problem using with other drippers.
Cool. Yeah, that's something that we're looking forward to start experimenting with. Yeah, awesome. And new colors.
New colors, yeah. So the black, obviously the first one, and I think that was released a little earlier, a month or two ago. But yes, we've been working on some other colors. So all of the colors are a PVD titanium plating process. So it's very difficult to get a consistent color, but we've been able to achieve that, and especially difficult with iridescent or colors that have variabilities. For instance, we take a great degree of care when we're coloring to ensure that we have a very small area where we're hooking to not impact the overall aesthetic. But yeah, they're very fun, especially allowing a bit more personality in the home or the cafe. We think it's great. So the iridescent's a new one, as well as the rose, which is actually my personal favorite. I love it. So
a lot of people are really receptive towards the rose. Yeah.
Yes, it seems that way. We thought that it would be a more female orientated color, but it just goes to show that men love pink. So it's a very
universal color.
No,
everyone loves pink.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, cool.
And we have some new kettles coming to market as well. We've done a 1.5 litre, so this is not so orientated around specialty. It's more of a general home use kettle. We thought that there was a big hole in the market where there wasn't a high volume kettle for homes, just general hot water that looked nice, had great quality and some certain functionality. Most of them were highly plastic, not great design, and the user experience was just not improved over many years. So we look to do that, and it's great for many applications. So for home hot water, tea, even cafes where you need high volume of hot water on demand at temperature, as well as cupping specifically. A lot of people are using them for cuppings. We developed this long high flow spout in particular. It's modeled around a watering can, so it has a very low center of gravity, allowing very precise movements at the top, but still retaining high or low flow rates. The gooseneck, similarly, we call it our precision spout, so it's a very clean spout. You can control one drop at a time, or you can pour up to a high flow rate as well. This one's 0.8 litres. It's actually the fastest heating kettle on the market. With 0.5 litres, we heat in under 3 minutes to boiling, so it's very fast, ultra quiet. It has a LED display, 1 degree PID controller in it as well. So yeah, super nice kettle for home. And then we added one more product, which is a teapot. So in particular in Australia and New Zealand and the UK, there was a lot of demand for a stainless steel teapot in particular that could brew bags or leaf tea as well. So we made a single wall stainless steel teapot. Very simple aesthetic, but just good solid build quality and functionality, allowing our customers to brew their tea as they like. So that's the Aura range, and we're very pleased to bring that out. We also have some other handle styles coming as well, and we do the kettle in the white or off cream white and the black finishes at the moment. Yep.
Awesome, amazing. And then can you share with us the glassware?
Sure, glassware. So alongside Flow, we developed 2 servers. So one is a 0.6 litre single wall glass server. All of our glassware is Brazilian glass. It's all handmade as well. So there's no machines, it's all handmade. We wanted that aspect to our glassware. But in that regard, every glass is a little different, but we control that to a very close degree. The single-walled server in particular works perfectly with Flow, as well as the double wall. So you've got the 0.6 litre with a handle, and the 0.4 is double wall, so cool touch, but no handle. So a little bit smaller capacity, but you get that added insulation as well as a minimal aesthetic. We also then went to produce some new glasses as well. So we had a lot of customers asking us to make glassware for espresso and also for filter. So we made 3 different sizes. So a 95, a 185, which is almost the perfect size for filter, I feel, and then a 220ml for milk-based coffees. So a nice mix of new glasswares, nothing too much, but just great handmade quality glassware that's able to work and most importantly be in harmony with the flow dripper.
Sure. Yeah. Awesome, thank you.
No worries.
I think a lot of people are really interested in burrs.
Yep.
You know, we know that our customers have been for the VS3 and new additions for the VS6 as well.
Yep.
So can you just briefly explain
Sure.
the burr sets that you have?
Okay, so first of all, nothing too complicated.
Yeah.
I think that's important in the world of burrs, and like we did with VS3, we want to make the experience intuitive, but almost we're engineering the specialty aspects into the burr sets so that it's not overwhelming, right? But of course we want to encourage experimentation and exploring. So the grinder comes stock with the flat 58 stainless steel. Again, like VS3, it's our all-rounder. It can do a bit of everything, and it's got a great balance of what we believe our customers want to experience from their cup. If you're after something a bit more specific, then yes, we look to the upgrades. So number 1, namely, is the first change, which is to a conical set. So importantly, the 63mm conical, the biggest change is going to espresso, right? So traditionally the VS6 is flatbird, geared towards a mix of both espresso and filter, but as soon as you go to conical, it really steps it up for espresso specifically. So the distributions get a lot tighter at the higher end, as well as giving you more range of particle distribution and adjustment size. We then did the same process as we did with VS3. So for conical, we don't change the geometry, but we do change the material and the coatings. So much like the VS3, the distribution curves from going between stainless and titanium, they change quite a lot, and the flavor profiles also do as well. So here you've got an all-rounder conical that gives you good clarity, good acidity, and decent body. Here you go up to a higher body with more clarity and a little bit more sweetness. And at the top end we also have the Ultra, so that's our plasma coated conical, and that's much like the Ultra with VS3. It's really sparkling acidity and popping flavor, really vibrant cups. Then if we go into flat, we wanted to produce not just different coatings, but a couple of different geometries for flat. We felt that was important for filter. So the base geometry is giving us, again, that all-rounder distribution. But if you're after really tight, close distribution for light roasted filters, then you'd look towards this geometry, which is concentrating on a really even distribution wherever you are in the range. Or you can go up to the Hypernova or the Kilonova titaniums as well, which give you more consistency for filter, but also a bit more body in some espressos. So they give you a little bit more range to play with than the stock burr. But importantly, as with all the burrs, we want people to try and experiment and just find what their preference really is. So that's all about being personal and finding your true love of coffee.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for that. We're really looking forward to testing that out in our shops as well. So thanks so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's talk just a little bit about the booth.
Sure.
So, and then this SCAJ for you. You know, as you can see, we have a separate booth this time.
Yep.
What was the sort of rationale behind that?
Sure. So the last time we came to SCAJ with Kurasu and Kigu, of course, we really wanted to take another step, which is we'd had great community building here in partnership with you and a lot of customers. We wanted to effectively provide a deeper dive into our products and offer a space where people can really come and get accustomed to everything we do in great depth with the team members. So we also thought it was time where we actually had a great presence here in collaboration together, and our booth overseas that concept had really proved itself by that stage, and we thought it was a great opportunity to test out again. We also trialled a new layout for the booth this year, so SCAJ is a really great place where the customers are so observant and so detailed as well, that it's a really great opportunity for us to learn as well. And the consumers are so interested and so in love with coffee that it's the perfect place for us to learn about what we're doing as well. So yeah, that was the opportunity for us.
Yeah, awesome. And what are the things that you have learned, during the 3 days here?
Well, a lot of people are really interested in the flow, of course, and the colors. Watching the team brewing coffee with each different disc, and the curiosity, I think, behind that has really vetted what was our collaboration in the first place, that there is another variable underneath everything that wasn't really being managed. So that's been a great discovery. Again, finding the new scales as well, and seeing their popularity, and just us pushing as hard as we can in R&D, and seeing that come to the surface, and the excitement with customers, and the wow factor that we can innovate in that space, especially for such a mature coffee market is really exciting to us. So that's been great. The VS6 has proven that there's a big market for us doing a bigger commercial spec grinder as well, which we're very proud of. Coming from VS3, it is a different jump, of course, but yeah, seeing those feedbacks and seeing people tasting the coffee just makes it clear to us that there's room for more grinders. Always.
Yeah, for sure. Anything that was unexpected, or any surprises that you had during the event for you?
Well, the pink, the rose dripper. I was hearing today that actually most men like the pink one, which is well, that just goes to show you that you don't know every man, and there's a feminine side to everyone. So yes, that's the biggest surprise for me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for showcasing the new products. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate having you here with us, and this amazing setup with you. And yeah, really looking forward to the continued partnerships. Thanks so much, Ramsey. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Bye.